coverage, Falcon has some better tools.
I mean, Falcon's fast, but I don't know, man. Samus has a ton of ways to keep a zone up, and Falcon has a very large hurt box.
Very true.
And a very linear recovery. And just like that, Samus can easily stuff out Captain Falcon's approach options. And we saw earlier that this Samus does not use projectiles at all. Like, I don't think you'll see a single projectile unless you count Zair and down B as a projectile. But you will see very few charge shots and very few missiles, if any, during this entire set. What a knee.
Oh
Don't do it
my
again.
god, and he waited so low to go for that spike attempt. It doesn't end up working out.
And BDMarco trying to find his way back to the stage, only finding the knee of the elbow, the fire elbow of death. The people's elbow sent that man out of there.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Battle at the ledge here.
Chuck was either ready for that or he was trying to shield. Either way, the tech saved him from that unfortunate F smash. I believe that at that space, the F smash would have been a weak hitbox anyway, but we'll give him a shot. And Chuck is just running through this man.
Surprised Marco hasn't given himself any space to really charge his charge shot.
Well, I mean, I told you, man, he doesn't use projectiles. He's playing a zone character, and he does not use projectiles.
Yeah, shout outs to that. I mean, maybe he just something he doesn't want to do. It's like, that's how he enjoys playing Samus.
And then,
similar to how like K9 will like to play the Luigi matchup with no needles.
yeah, to each their own, man. That's all I'm saying. And BDMarco trying to close out this first stock. We've seen some interesting kills come out from BDMarco today. That down tilt killing from the ledge at fairly early percents. And some misinformation that a lot of people have is that up tilt from Samus, it actually does, oh, sorry, down tilt from Samus, it does not spike if they're in the air already. And Chuck, that was a two stock.
Two stocks.
Sending him out of it.
Yeah, really just kind of let that one snowball out of control. He started out really strong as the first game, or
Right.
you know, right out of the gate, it wasn't too bad. It just kind of fell apart.
Yeah, we're going to have to see what he pulls out of his bag of tricks. I know Samus has so many tools in her kit.
Maybe his ultimate mix-up is he starts to use projectiles.
Dude, that would help.
Yeah.
Like, just using charge shot to force, like, not even like physically shooting it off, but just using it to force an approach. Like, just doing something. But either way, BDMarco, just, I don't need no charge shot. What do I look like, a projectile user? Not today, my friends. I got feet, and I got a whip. That's all I'm going to be using today. And this one single bomb.
Great tech from Marco right there to avoid death. Way too early for him to be losing a stock right now.
Woo! All right, BDMarco keeping this game a little bit more even and using that up air to counter any air dodge attempts, or sorry, air dodge read attempts from Chuck. And he's starting to hold on to a very small but considerable lead here against Chuck in game number 2. Ah, welp. You know, back air is going to close that one out. And it's just so weird seeing a Samus not use a single projectile.
Yeah, I would say it would really help out. I mean, he's playing pretty decently well without the projectiles, but
Okay, very smart edge guard attempt from BDMarco, but Chuck somehow seeing through it, making his way back to the stage, and Marco still has yet to close out the single stock. And all I'm saying is that air dodge attempt definitely could have been caught by a charge shot. That's all I'm gonna say.
back air, still not it.
Ooh, okay, Chuck going really deep for that kill.
Yeah.
Once he has Falcon, he's able to jump for that.
Yeah.
And Marco needs to close out this kill. He needs to do something. But Chuck is just relentless. Oh my lord. Marco has yet to regain stage control, and another 2-stock coming out from Chuck. I just don't know how you play Samus without projectiles, man.
His homie in the crowd was hyped, dude. He was dancing.
That is the owner of TSG. He likes to get excited about things. Also, it's important to mention that EM actually owns TSG now, because